This marks the end of a long and difficult journey, years shaped by overcrowded classrooms, load shedding, safety concerns, and the lasting impact of the pandemic. Yet, against the odds, they pushed through. Top-performing provinces celebrated improvements, with rural and township schools producing standout results. Some say that resilience can triumph over circumstance.
One of the big challenges was time management. I had a bunch of stuff I was involved in at school: sport, culture, academics, everything. So for me that was a challenge, but eventually I got there. I found out that balance was more important than anything else. And the other thing, I suppose, is I tend to be very perfectionistic, and it took me a while to learn that my best is good enough.
I think I'm just so overwhelmed. I just think it's just the whole idea of being here. Like when you're younger, you always say, oh my gosh, I'm going to be on TV when they announce the NSC results, but you don't actually think it will come true. So just being able to be here, be around so many people, is just one of the best experiences ever.
One is celebrating. Education analysts caution that while the pass rate is high, it does not tell the full story. Thousands of learners dropped out before reaching Matric. Others passed, but without the marks needed to access universities or meaningful employment. Critics argue that systemic inequality still defines who succeeds and who is left behind. Schools in poorer communities continue to battle a lack of resources, infrastructure, and specialist teachers.
In 2014, 1.2 million children entered grade 1. By the same time of the same cohort, they reached grade 10 in 2023, a decrease was about 4% was noted. We therefore have a very high retention rate between grade 1 and grade 10. And I think that speaks to the strength of our system and the strength of the fact that we recognize the constitutional obligation of keeping children in school for the compulsory going age. However, between grade 10 and 12, a large number of learners begin to repeat, others leave the system, and others leave the schooling system. The full-time grade 12 class of 2025 had 778,000 learners enrolled. This tells us something important, that the largest dropout pressure is not across the whole system. It only intensifies late as learners move to grade 11 and 12.
Breaking pass rate, a nation proud of its youth, and a reminder that while progress has been made, the work is far from over. South Africa celebrates its achievements while confronting the challenges that still stands between education and equality. For many matrics, this is the end of one chapter and the uncertain beginning of another.